In this video, what I want to do is go into detail about how I took this raw data from the results of my students' exams this year and transformed it into a year-by-year analysis about how every student did. This includes grade boundaries, coursework analysis, and exam analysis. Although I am a teacher and I love this individual data, I have no background within data analysis, but using Claude Code, I was able to take this raw data and make it into something that was more presentable to myself and also to my school. Over the last few weeks, I've been playing around with Claude Code, and because the results have come out in the UK for A-level results, I thought this might be a good example of how I'm using Claude Code to help me work with results and the data that has come out. So I just want to explain what this actually is, these two windows here. This window is my grades and marks, my folder on my computer. And this is a grades and marks folder that I've used with Claude Code. This is more about how I've taken information from my folder. And again, all this really is just test results. And I put this into Claude Code. So let me just start off with 2025. So all I did was I dragged and dropped two PDF files, and these are just grade boundaries for my A-level. The first one is basically just an overview of the course. So this is music technology up here, and basically these are all the grade boundaries for A-level. The second one is grade boundaries for the individual components. Now what I traditionally do is highlight these and copy and paste this data into a numbers file for a Mac. What I thought would be quite cool is to see if Claude Code could take this information, so these two grade boundaries here, and basically create a CSV file around this information. So I just told Claude that what I want you to do is to create a CSV file, and what I want you to do is take the information from these two PDF files for my subject and to create a new CSV file. And this is what it came up with. So this is accurate. I've already checked all the PDF files, and what it did is it gave me an overview. And again, this overview here is basically this file here, and the next, all these other components 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the grade boundaries that were in here. So again, this isn't something that I couldn't do, but it was something that Claude did in a very quick time that I could not have done. So as a first step, what I just did is I went into all of my 2024 and 2023 and did the exact same thing. Downloaded these PDF files, put them in here, and had Claude basically find out what the grade boundaries were. So the next thing I did after I got the grade boundaries was I wanted just to see what Claude would do with the information that I downloaded from the Edexcel website regarding the individual grades that my students got. So this is a CSV file of just basic information. And as you can see, these are the total marks, the questions that they've got, and the boundaries for A star, C, and so on and so on. It's important to note that everything here was essentially copy and pasted from the download that I got from Edexcel's website. So I haven't altered any of this at all. Now, what I don't like about this is the formatting. In other words, that this AG, for example, here, this X, Y, and Z, none of this stuff is like what I do on my other numbers files. So what I did was this. I basically wanted to create a result based around this information that I downloaded. And what I asked Claude Code to do, take this file and format it in a way that looked more like this. So as you can see, it's now got the component here, the questions, and so on and so on. This roughly is how I would approach this on my own spreadsheets. It should be noted that, again, all I did was I just showed a picture to Claude Code about what I wanted to format like, and it did everything by itself. The benefit of this is it's not that I can't do this, but the speed at which Claude was able to do this was much faster than I could. So it did save me a lot of time. So after Claude created this results CSV file for me, I then wanted to just dive a little bit further into it, and I was quite curious about how the AI might approach data. So as I don't really know much about data at all, or I've never had any background within CSV files or anything else, I wanted just to see what it would do with this information. And basically what it said was this, that it wanted to create two separate files, one of which was for the coursework. And this is what the coursework looks like. Notice how it's got a description about each one of these questions, and it's more based around the individual areas of the coursework. Whereas the second one for exams looks a little bit more like the actual test questions. Although it created a variety of other CSV files, I just found that these were not really useful. So my focus right now was going to be on these two enhanced files here. So again, just going back into my previous years, once I found out what Claude could do with the results, I then had to do the same thing in 2024 and also 2023.